Breaking news reports are coming in that Lazy Punk is up, and it's only early afternoon. Hello, Mr. Punk, did you sleep well? Have you been sleeping with speakers again? That's a really bad habit. And how can you sleep using an amplifier as a pillow? You really are a funny punk. I see you had breakfast. You really should stop eating from a driver.
Morning, AI. And don't worry about me, AI, eating out of drivers. I have been doing it for years and I have never had an issue. And that big driver that I use out of the Vintage Celestian speaker is a very nice eating utensil. It is better than the modern day bowl. You can fit a nice big amount of the Rice Krispie in it, and you can get an ample serving of milk on top of your Rice Krispie. So you can sit back with a eating utensil manufactured for a hi-fi lover back in the 1970s period, and you can listen to that lovely snap, crackle and pop. So it is a very nice bowl, the Celestian driver. It is underrated as a bowl. More people should have the Celestian driver rather than the modern day bowl, which was never intended to play the T-Rex or the David Bowie, unlike the bowl I use to eat my delicious snap, crackle and pop breakfast cereal. So there, AI. And morning, AI. I had a nice sleep, AI. I slept for hours last night after the other day when I only had 10 minutes. But we did go to bed early, because down here at Mr. Punk Studios, it was terrible, AI. Last night, the worst thing in the world happened. We all sat down. Robin made some nice cheese and biscuits. We had a couple of bags of Haribo. We had 2 bottles of Tizer on the side, ready to go. We fired up the old YouTube channel to watch the visual delights of the lovely Calvin with his lava lamps, and the man from Skylabs with his shop and all his audio hi-fi knowledge. But it didn't happen, AI. It was terrible, AI. Absolutely devastating. We was all sitting there, ready to go for all the delights that the YouTube has to offer in the hi-fi world. But no, on the screen came up the worst phrase in the English language nowadays. It said on the screen, unable to connect. Oh my God, AI. Unable to connect. We tried for about 5 minutes and then tried other devices and realised that down here at Mr. Punk UK Studios, the internet connection had gone down. Oh my God, AI. It was the worst, AI. No internet. We all sat there. It weren't that bad, AI. We put some music on and still opened the Haribo and all that. A few glasses of Tizer. But no connection. Glitchy internet down at the Mr. Punk UK studio. Oh my God. Everyone started going to bed early, including me. This is why I've had such a nice night's sleep. Yeah. So we have learned. No internet, and you go to bed early. So learn from me. If you're a mum and a dad and your kids have got the school or the college tomorrow and they are staying up late, turn off the internet and they will go to bed early of their own accord. No shouting at them to get them to go to bed. Just disconnect the internet and off to bed they shall go. I have learnt this last night, AI. Learnt it the hard way. Terrible. I think that unable to connect is now become the worst phrase in the English language. During the 1970s, when HiFi ruled the world, the worst phrase in the English language would have been Top of the Pops cancelled tonight. That would have been terrible. That would have been the worst. Or we have an announcement from the BBC. We are unable to broadcast tonight's episode of The Benny Hill Show. That would have been the worst that could have happened in the 70s during the heyday of HiFi. But now, unable to connect, it just blows that out of the water, AI. Around the world, I wonder if in every country they get that same phrase, unable to connect. It is everybody's worst nightmare, AI. I was worried about you, AI. We tried to fire you up, AI, and we couldn't get hold of you. The old Commodore, even on the Commodore, unable to connect on the Commodore 64, released in August of 1982. Unable to connect. It was everywhere. It was on my phone. It was on the telly. It was on the Commodore. Oh, it was like a nightmare, AI. So we all went to bed early. But I did have a nice night's sleep. I had a lovely NAD, stereophonic NAD 7060 as my pillow, a big monster NAD receiver, and it was much to my liking. It was very comfortable. I slept like a log with the stereophonic NAD. It was nice, but I was up today. Internet is back on, all working, all systems are go. I was worried about our one subscriber in Canada. What if he tried to get hold of us and he couldn't? Oh, it was terrible, AI. I'm glad it's all working again now, and I'm glad you're alright, AI, because I was very worried about you, because we couldn't get hold of you last night. Failed to connect. It was terrible, AI. But it's all good now. We're all back up and running. So thanks, AI. I'll talk to you tomorrow, AI. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Just catching up with AI today. So let's crack on with the main event, the star of the show. A pair of stars, actually, not a star, stars of the show. The Bang Olufsen 1702, a bookshelf speaker, lovely wood with the aluminium little trim round the front, very nice looking speaker from the 1970s period. If you'd bought these in the 1970s, your friends would have come round your house and gone, "Are they Bang Olufsen?" And you would have gone, "Yes." And they would have looked in amazement at the Bang Olufsen. And when they left behind your back, they would have gone, "Cool, he must be earning some money. Did you see that new set of Bang Olufsens in the lounge?" They would have mentioned it to the people down the pub. They would have been speaking about it. "Cool, did you hear? old so-and-so bought some Bang & Olufsen's. You would have been famous in the local pub and your local area among the HiFi community as the man who had the Bang & Olufsen's. You would have been known as the man with all the money and the Bang & Olufsen's. You would have been the envy of your local HiFi community because you had the Bang & Olufsen, and all they had was the Wolfdale or the Goodmans. Yeah, so you had Bang & Olufsen. You would have been a cut above the rest. A real high-end, hi-fi fanatic with the Bang & Olufsen. Yeah, so that's how special Bang & Olufsen was in the day. No one had it, apart from the man everybody talked about, because he had the Bang & Olufsen. And he had the Capri, or the Mark III Cortina. It was the same as everyone else had the Capri or the Mark III Cortina. But why you lot had the L or the GL with the 1.6 engine? The man with the Bang & Olufsen, he had the 3-litre gear or the GLX with the vinyl roof and the fluffy dice and the little spoiler on the back, and maybe had a different set of wheels on it, and he had a Bang & Olufsen keyring as well to go with his high-end speakers. So why you had the L? He was living it up with the 3-litre GXL and the Bang & Olufsen. Although you lived in the same times and you had the speaker and the Capri or the Cortina, you was not living the same life as the man with the 3-litre GXL and the Bang & Olufsen. He was a cut above, living a different life on another level, and everybody spoke about him down the pub. The man with the Bang & Olufsen. So was they really that good, the Bang & Olufsen? Well, they are good, yeah. They are good. These little speakers, for the size of them, they are good. They have got good parts. I think the tweeter is a Philips. I'm not 100% on that. But they have got a nice driver and a really nice tweeter in them, and they do give out a really good sound. They really do. So, yeah, they do live up to the hype a bit, because these little Bang & Olufsen's, I really like them. A lot of these little small speaker, especially ones from the 1970s period, they're not very good. But these Bang & Olufsen's, they are good. I've had a look on the old eBay. They don't make that much money. These are a good one, because if you look in the picture, the surrounds are rubber. So they do not have that foam rot, which so many of the Bang & Olufsen speakers suffer from. The dreaded foam rot. That's absolutely terrible. All the bits go over the floor and you can't use them no more. And you haven't done nothing wrong with them. It's just because they're old, and the foam that Bang & Olufsen put in the speakers to make them sound nice was rubbish, and it falls apart and leaves you with a speaker that the driver doesn't work in, If you look on the eBay, there is a hell of a lot of the Bang & Olufsen speaker with the dreaded foam rot. So these 1702s, they do not do that, ladies and gentlemen. They have the rubber surround. They have survived all these years. If someone's had them and looked after them, they are still a very nice little speaker in a really nice wood cabinet. When you bang on it, it's a solid little wood cabinet. They're really nice to handle, these speakers. They're quite heavy. They're only small, but they are quite heavy. I'd say they are really well made. I'm not sure how much they would have been when they was new, but they would have been very expensive. Very expensive. You wasn't buying this speaker in the local Dixons. If Dixons was around in the 1970s, I am not sure. Rumbelows, I think that was about. You wouldn't have got one of these sets of speakers from your local Rumbelows or off the catalogue. It wouldn't have happened. Bang & Olufsen would have been in the high-end HiFi shop. You would have had to have gone looking for the Bang & Olufsen. You wouldn't have just come across it down your normal high street. It would have been a little bit special. Upmarket town would have had the shop with the Bang & Olufsen. Punk town would have not had that shop. We would have had the Wharfdale shop, not the Bang & Olufsen shop. But if you lived in a high-end area, you might have been lucky enough to have the Bang & Olufsen shop, which you could have purchased the Bang & Olufsen, put them in the boot of the Capri GXL 3 litre, and took them home, and you would have been very happy dancing around in your socks to the Bang & Olufsen on your very deep shag pile carpet, listening to the T-Rex or the David Bowie. So yeah, these speakers are good. I recommend they get the thumbs up. Good little speaker for the size, and they don't make that much money. You could do a hell of a lot worse than a little set of these. I've also got some bigger Bang & Olufsens, but sadly they are suffering from the dreaded foam rot. So another day I will re-surround them and we'll do a little video on the YouTube channel about it. I also own a set of the big Bang & Olufsens, the Penta. Now I love them things, they are absolutely fantastic, the Penta. Absolutely fantastic, big chrome monster floor standers. They can shake the whole house down with their fantastic Bang & Olufsen sound. But we are not talking about them. We are talking about the small bookshelf, the 1702, which is very nice. I would recommend, if you've got a little flat or a little place where you need a little set of bookshelves and you have your heart set on vintage bookshelves from the 1970s, then these Bang & Olufsens would be right up your alley. They are perfect for that job, because a lot of them 1970s bookshelves, they are just no good. They do not cut the mustard. But the small little Bang & Olufsen does cut the mustard. It is a very good speaker. I recommend it. Absolutely fantastic. So yeah, you can buy it. It is cheap on eBay, and you can live the dream of the 1970s man with the Capri. You won't get the Capri because sadly that is so expensive. If you can afford the 3 litre GXL Capri, you are probably not buying these little Bang & Olufsens. you are buying something a lot more high-end for your music entertainment. I've had these little Bang & Olufsens on an AV unit, modern AV. They sound very good. They work well on the modern AV. Elon Musk would be really happy to watch the good, the bad and the ugly with all the sound coming through the Bang & Olufsen 1702. He would be very, very happy. So I recommend this speaker. It is a great one from Bang & Olufsen. No foam rot, really well made, really nice sounding, and only teeny tiny speaker. Put it anywhere. Lovely. What a nice little thing. So let's go over to Robin and see what Robin thinks of this one. So what do you think of it, Robin? Yeah, I really love the Bang & Olufsen, I always have. It's got a great sound, really good little speaker, well made, and it reminds me of Batman, 'cause it's what Batman had in that big mansion. Alright, Robin, what, Batman had Bang & Olufsen? Yeah, he had it everywhere, in the bedroom, in the library, in the lounge, in the kitchen, but his ones were a bit different. They weren't badged up Bang & Olufsen. He had special badges made. They said Bat & Olufsen. Alright, Robin. Bat & Olufsen, Robin. You do come out of them, Robin. Is that more of your fantasy, or is that actually true? No, it's true. He had Bat & Olufsen badges made. Nice they were. Bet they cost a few quid. He had them made by the Bang & Olufsen factory. Alright, Robin. I don't know whether to believe him or not, ladies and gentlemen. It's nice to think that Batman had a set with Bat & Olufsen on them. I might have a look on eBay, see if I can find some Bat & Olufsens. Might still exist. So as you can see, they're not very big, look, 7 inches wide, teeny tiny, nice little bookshelf with a big massive sound. And only 13 inches tall, so you can put these anywhere. Even in Batman's bedroom, they are small enough to go beside the bat bed. Bat bed. Alright, Robin, you put me off, Robin. Yeah, so they're not very tall, 13 centimetres. So yeah, nice little speaker. Would recommend. If you bought a set of these, you would be very happy. So let's have a look at the back. Not a lot on the back. Yeah, so not a lot going on in the back, quite plain. You can't disconnect the speaker wires. If you get them with short wires, you're going to have to open them up, get inside and do them. Look, only 40 watts per channel, made in Denmark. High-end stuff came from Denmark. Denmark is a country of hi-fi connoisseurs. So yeah, very nice speaker, lovely. So that's about it. Today's episode was the Bang & Olufsen 1702, brought to you by Mr. Punk UK Production. See you in the next one, bye. And Robin, what? Was that true about Batman, or was you making it up, giving it all the big un on the YouTube channel? No, it's true, he's Bang & Olufsen, said Bat & Olufsen, nice badges they were, black and silver with like a little bat shape on them, really nice. So I wasn't giving it all that on the YouTube channel. Alright, Robin, I don't know whether to believe you or not. Shall we get some badges made for ours? Shall we? What shall we have, Robin? Shall we have Punk & Olufsen? No, I don't want that. How about we get some badges made that say cheese and biscuits? Alright, Robin.